marketing what you do versus who you are. That's one of the big decisions that almost any business needs to make, and it really depends on what stage of your business cycle you're in. When I first meet with a client, or I'm sitting down with a strategy session with a client, that's one of the first things that we need to determine is which direction should we focus their marketing, and sometimes you can do a little bit of both. So let me go into kind of what these are and separate what the difference is and why you should pick one over the other. So marketing what you do. And what do we mean by that is if you're a plumber or a roofer or an accountant, and think about just about any service type business, but also if you sell products and you have a storefront for products, but primarily you think about services when you apply this. What you do is if you fix leaks, you can 24-hour emergency plumber, emergency roof repair. If you're accountant, small business bookkeeping. Those are the things that you want to focus your marketing on, not necessarily the name of your business, because what you need is to build up that pipeline of leads. And what are people looking for? They don't know to look for, a big city accounting firm. They know to look for, I need a small business bookkeeper. And that's what you need to focus your marketing and spend your marketing dollars on, is marketing on what you do. Now, what you want to do is follow that up when you do get those leads in, you do start getting that pipeline, is start building some of that branding in, the who you are, because you want to build that and you want to build that loyalty. And even if they don't pick you, you'd like for them to at least have you in the back of their mind when someone starts talking about roofers or accountants, CPAs, that type of thing. But it's not necessarily where you want to spend most of your marketing budget. So that's when we move to marketing who you are. The best way to think about that is when you're driving down the highway or the freeway and you see the big McDonald's billboard. McDonald's, what is it? We're loving it, whatever their slogan is. Now, that's marketing who they are. It's really getting top of mind awareness. There's no real way for them to directly determine how many people bought a Big Mac or drove into McDonald's that day as a direct result of that billboard. But they are in a different stage of their business. They're not necessarily looking for leads, and that's the one thing that I really get where people make a big mistake in their marketing is I may get a newer service-based business that is dependent on getting leads this week so they can make payroll next week. And they want to start thinking about, putting together a logo and putting together, their branding. And while I'm all for branding to make people pick you, that's not necessarily the best time to do that because you're not going to get those direct results. Anytime you're in that situation, and new businesses really should focus on marketing what you do. Now, once you reach a stage where you have that cash flow, you have a steady pipeline of leads, then you can start shifting over to the who you are and start letting people know that you are the expert in that field. And remember, the way we do that is by educating and being an advocate for our customers' success. And you can mix some of that in. If you're spending money on pay-per-click advertising or anything like that, you want to make sure that your ads are pulling people in with the what you do. But once they land on your page, once they get, seek interaction and you engage them, you want to start establishing yourself from the very beginning as the educator and advocate. Educate them around your products and services. Educate them around what they can expect. Educate them around pitfalls or problems that they may come up against in their search for a solution. And that right there, you're building up that educator and advocate at the same time you are embedding in their mind who you are. So a lot of businesses, they want to focus on branding right up front. And like I said, that's, branding is what I love, branding and positioning yourself as that expert. But you need to do it at the right time and not at the peril of your business shutting down for not getting those leads, those calls for people that are ready to buy. So that's really where it comes down to. So think about where you are in your business. If you need leads and you need leads tomorrow, I would really strongly suggest focusing your marketing on the what you do, and not just city accounting firm. You don't want to market city mortgage company, right? You want to dig down and market, city first time home buyer loans or your city low down payment loans. And then once you start generating that stream of that pipeline, then you want to make sure that you follow up those people. You want to start building those referrals. You want to start making them remember City Mortgage. You want to make them start talking about City Mortgage, and that's where you can do your grassroots branding. But once you get that steady stream, then you can start diverting some of that advertising budget over to the branding and the who you are, because that's when you really can move into making people pick you, because they're not only they not just want to have the best mortgage. They want to work with the best mortgage company, the one that's going to be looking out for them. And this works for just about any type of service-based business. I have clients that, one that, a great example is a home remodeling. Home remodeling, you don't think about it. That's not a big, sexy business. And, most people in that business are competing on price. People they think that they have to be the lowest price in carpet, they have to be the lowest price in paint to get a remodeling job, right? But when you position yourself as that educator and advocate, then people no longer really are going to pick you because you have the lowest price carpet or the lowest price paint. They're going to pick you because of the result that they know that they are going to get if they use you, because you are the best. You're the person that has educated them. You have a real concern for the success or the outcome of their project. So always have that in the back, on the other side of that lead. But you can start spending more and more money and building up and really making that one of the most powerful parts of your marketing is that brand. So when people think about your industry and in your area, they're going to think of you and they're going to demand to do business with you. And it's not going to be because of price. It's because they know the result they're going to get when they pick you.